Now, the examples I have here, it's a little bit, I would have picked up a different example, but this is the best example I have from the data point of view. This is a website I have that offers foreclosure help to British Columbians. What you can see here, that this is for the month of October. In the month of October, there were 90 people who looked for the keyword foreclosure process in BC. This was 650% more. Oh, well, I can't say this is the amount of people looked for, but this is the amount of times that my website was there somewhere on the result, which is much more than it used to be. Went up 150%. And out of those 90 times, 30 people actually clicked. And on average, my site was on place number 4. The second one, there were 170 impressions, but only 16 people clicked. So when I was creating this data, I was kind of wondering why is that? And I went and typed these search terms into Google, and this is what I've seen. So this is not exactly related to what I'm saying, but I wanted to bring that to your attention. So this one, which is more successful, has a very good tagline here. Somebody is looking for the foreclosure process in British Columbia, and they get it right there. So they tend to click. This one, the one at the bottom, is very vague. What is it? True, blah, blah, blah. It's not making people feel like they want to click. And I can control that. I noticed that only yesterday, but in the next week I'm going to go into my site and I'm going to fix it so that people see a different message there that hopefully will bring them in. So it's not enough to show well on the result of search engine. You also want people to click. Nevertheless, going back to the main topic, this is one excellent tool for you to understand how you're doing and what brings people to your site. The other tool is called Google Analytics, which has probably tens and tens of options, or maybe even hundreds of options that you can look at whatever happens in your site. This is one view. It's the visitor statistics. So in this case, it showed me that I had 494 visits. Out of them, 441 were absolute unique, meaning that about 50 were there and came back later. And they looked at this 1,334 pages. They spent about 3 minutes on the site. And at the end of the day, 61% came in and bounced on. So despite having all this traffic, a lot of people just came in and left quickly.
Michelle, sorry to interrupt. What's a good bounce rate? Like, what do you want to stay below?
Valentina?
Thank you. Actually, that depends on the type of website you've got and what the purpose is. For example, you've probably all seen those very long sales letters. Those typically have very high bounce rates. Other than that, it really, if you can stay under 60, that would be great. And I've seen, and again, the bounce rate may vary page to page within your website.
So this is statistics of where traffic comes from. This site specifically, I don't do anything about. It just talks for itself with mostly Google, as you can see. And just a little bit comes from referring site, and there is a little bit about keywords on the right, but I'm going to show you more about that here. This is a screen that shows the keywords that people typed into the search engine and brought them to the site. So one thing we can see that I circled in red there is that I had one search item. I had 11 visits in October, but 100% of them bounce. The reason is that my site is not about that. It's just that I happen to write a blog entry about short sale in Canada. And when people look for it, I don't think there is a lot of short sales happening in Canada. So my site shows really high in the search results, but they come to the site and I don't provide what they're looking for, so they just bounce off. So I just understand that you can have a lot of traffic, but if the traffic is not qualified for what you have to offer, then it's they're not going to take the steps that you want them to take. Okay, so just I listed here a few resources. I've mentioned the Google Webmaster Tool. You can simply Google it and you'll find it. The keyword tool, again, Google it and you find it. And there is a company that provides software that is paid. It's called Word Tracker, and they have a very good article base for keyword research that is free. So if you want to learn more about the topic, then this is a good place to look at. In summary, I just want to say that if you have taken one thing from this speech, is make sure that any online activity or anytime you build a website in the future, do the market research first. It's going to open your eyes and monitor to understand where you are.